Welcome, you guys. My name is Tracey. I am the owner and creator at Tracey's Fancy. We come on here every single night of the week, it seems like, or every single day, and paint with you guys and show you how to use the products, kind of inspire you, give you some new ideas, try to build up a little courage in painting because we want it to be fun. I'm coming to you live from my office. This is actually my office. I don't know if any of you have been in here with me before. We're usually out in my shop. But tonight we're in the office. I love color, y'all, and my office is the most colorful room in my house. I've got a lot of color in my house, but just kind of sprinkled throughout, a lot of black and gray and white, but my office has a lot of color. This is a one of two fabulous, it's really more than French Provincial. I think it's called like a Louis the 16th or something like that. I'm not even sure. And I was painting it with peony. This is one, I have five. I always talk about my top 5 favorite colors in Dixie Belle, and this is my #1 favorite, peony. So Best Dang Wax in black is our focus tonight. A lot of people are scared of the black wax. Actually, they're scared of the brown wax as well, Best Dang Wax in brown. And I love them both, and I use them both a lot. So I don't want y'all to be scared of it anymore, and I would love for you to give it a try. To me, black wax is very versatile. You can use it over your grays. It looks pretty good over like bone color or over fluff as well. It's gonna turn them sort of a grayish color. But it looks really good over the bright colors that you think you don't like. This piece right here, all I did, well, I've sanded down the top completely. So the top is raw. Let me show you. The top is raw. What am I gonna do? I think I'm going to use No Pain Gel Stain in black and do like a black sheer wood grain on the top. Okay, so I'm gonna go in black wax with y'all, but when you see these pieces, I may have other color added to it. I don't know, but I know for sure I'm gonna black wax. So let's get started. All you need is a damp cloth. But if you're gonna use a damp cloth, you need it to be a really soft cloth that doesn't have any tooth to it. If you use a cloth that has tooth to it, you're liable to pull some of your paint off as well, okay? Especially if you haven't given it a lot of cure time. But I'm gonna use right here, I'm gonna go and use a big brush. So I use it a lot, you can see, all right? I'm gonna put it in here, and I like a lot. I want a lot on my brush, that's a lot. Like this, you want to have plenty on your brush, and I mean I'm going after it. I'm going after it pretty hard. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this whole area like this, okay, just this whole side area. Then I'm going to take my baby wipe just like this, and all right, so now do y'all see how much better the carving shows there versus this side over here? Do you see the difference? This one's really popping and this one's not. And I want to get down in those carvings just like that. So I mean, I'm just scrubbing it on there. I'm gonna go ahead and put it all over that. And let's go ahead and go around it too. Let's go around it as if it were, you know, we were gonna do some shading. I want to shadow in that area. So you can do a small brush, or let's go ahead and use our big brush. It's loaded down. Let's get it. Just because I'm using baby wipe, guys, doesn't mean you have to. But they do work really, really well. Just keep going. It starts to really come to life, and it starts to make sense. It starts to, all of it gets that really shaded and shadowed look. And what you'll find as you build confidence, you'll start going back and adding more and more. You're like, ooh, I like that. I want to start adding a little shadowing over here. Now, when I work on a piece like this, y'all, I'll clean it all off, and then I'll step way far away from it. I'll go across the garage, and I'll stand and I'll look at it. I'll look at it in different light. I also wanted to do what I felt like most of you would do at home. If I'm teaching beginners to use black wax, I always recommend that they use either the top coat in satin, gloss, or gator hide, and then learn to wax decorative wax on top of that. And then as you become more experienced with the dark wax, then you can drop the top coat and just wax straight over the chalk paint. We used Best Dang Wax in black over the peony paint. So I did the same thing on this one. I cleaned it with White Lightning. I did not prime it. I painted 2 coats of peony. So same thing here, 2 coats of peony. I used top coat and satin. So this pink has had a top coat put on top of it, a very sloppy top coat. I wasn't worried about brush marks. I wasn't worried about what direction I was going up and down. A lot of you that are new to waxing, especially the dark colored waxes, it's real grabby. So it helps if you put a top coat on it first. It made me super pink happy, y'all. I'm probably gonna be putting out some pink pieces for a while just because I'm like, oh, I just have been doing too many grays and whites. I'm like, I need some color. Okay, so then I came back out here and I used Best Dang Wax in black and I just rubbed it all over the piece, especially down here on the bottom. You can see really well. I waxed first, now I'm gonna do my bright color washes over the top of that. Or I could have painted pink, done all kinds of bright and colorful colors on top of it, and then black waxed all of it, right? I could have done that. But the black wax changes your color. It's going to change your color. It deepens it, it makes it rich, and I like that for the pink, but my other colors that I'm gonna put on top, I don't wanna change them. I want the blueberry to stay blue. I want the cobalt blue to stay cobalt blue. And this is something else I'm gonna talk to y'all about are these brushes. This is their Dixie Belle's, their French tip. They call it their French tip brush. This is a natural bristle brush. It's called French tip because you can see that it's graduated. So it's wide on the outside and then it sort of goes like this into a tip. It shaded and blended into just like soft, velvety goodness. Here is my latest and greatest whimsical piece. But do y'all see the legs? Okay, look at the legs. How gorgeous are these? Look at the top edge. It's highlighted where you would normally use like a dark wax or something, but instead I highlighted with the beautiful blend color that we got down here. That's what we're going for, and I need it close by. I've highlighted it in gold, obviously. I needed a piece close by so I can, because they're gonna be twins, you know, they're matchy-matchy. So, all right, so I have got a cup here with a lot of different brushes. Gonna open up my flamingo, and I used a little bit of soft pink, not a lot, as long as it doesn't look like a grandma. That's what he said. I don't want it to, he said old lady, as long as it doesn't look old lady. I don't know why he does that. I mean, I am a grandma, you know. I'm like, no, it's gonna be gorgeous. What are you talking about? When have I ever done something that was like old-fashioned looking? Almost done here, and we'll let this dry and we'll move down onto the feet. Let me get a baby wipe. So that's that. I'm gonna leave this setting out. We may need that in a little bit. I don't wanna get paint on these jeans. Okay, so to start, we're gonna do blueberry on top of a leg, and we're gonna do cobalt blue down on the bottom. All right, pull some of that off. So I'm just gonna, look what I'm doing. Just slapping it on here, just like this. I've been painting furniture for about 12 years. I've been with Dixie Belle for almost 3. So here I am, just gonna kind of blop this on down here like that. Just a touch, I'm gonna use another brush here. Just a touch of peony right in the middle. Just kind of dot, I mean, literally like a touch of it. We added a little more pink, and it turned into a purple. And I know that the other night I kept rubbing the blue, getting some more blue and bringing it up into that pink. So now let's get up here into this area and let's do this. So while this is still wet on my brush, with the exact same color that I did on the bottom, while it's still wet, I'm just gonna kind of lightly dust over this. So if I don't, let's say it started to not give me enough, when I go to add this blend on the other leg, I'll come back up in here and hit this a little bit stronger. Now it's getting all over this outer trim, but it doesn't matter to me because I already know that that outer trim is gonna have metallic gold on it. Sometimes if you brush, it just won't come off, so you just gotta pounce, you know? See, I'm still getting purple out of here, y'all. I'm determined. But isn't it beautiful? And that's what's so cool is it's completely dry. Look, I'm laying color down and it's dry. Isn't that nuts? Here and here. I think I'll do them here as well. And then I'll follow that with a little bit of pink on each side under it. You see how I'm just kind of playing with it? Little spritz to this very, very dry brush, just a little bit. Kind of rub that off. And that was a mistake. There are no mistakes. No, it's not. Look, it's blending out gorgeous. Look, it's doing it. I just needed water. Look at that. That's gorgeous. All right, so this is the redesign with Prima Eternal Gold Paste Wax. So I'm gonna show you, so here it is. And you just rub your finger on it, that you can get at your craft stores. It's the same sort of look. Same look, same pizzazz, same voila. Okay guys, well thank y'all. Thank y'all for bearing with me while I did this like super busy. This was kind of a busy, it was a lot. It was kind of a busy, but I hope y'all learned something, and I hope that y'all saw the magic in this brush. One brush, all those colors, and carrying all that highlighting paint around. They're really, really great. It's called the French Tip. You can get them at the link in my video description. Thanks so much. I will see you guys later. Bye.